actually was said at the time of the resurrection. Can you walk us through that a little bit?
That was actually a really horrible time. It was really horrible. In the fact that the people, they just, they didn't understand what they were doing. They just didn't understand it. And it came from such a place of hatred, which is really just a place of fear. Most of them that were involved in the crowds had never experienced Jesus' energy. Most of them were only going on what they heard stories of. And there were some people who did find the energy threatening. Okay? But at the same time, when I say that, I invite you not to blame them, for they didn't know what it was about, okay? And they had heard that, as people did for centuries, they had heard of the second coming, if you will, right? But they didn't recognize it when it happened. They were looking for this great event to occur, and they didn't recognize it. So, the physical suffering that he went through was tremendous. He didn't really experience the humiliation and all of that because his energy is above that. Okay? But the physical pain was there, especially in the beginning. Okay? Many say, and many believe, that, that he may not have died on the cross. Okay? That he may have somehow, magically, switched places with someone else. Wouldn't that be a big sacrifice for someone? Whoa. Who would have gone through that? Really? So, yeah, at first it was very painful, and thirst was a huge issue for him, and people would try to give him drinks along the way, and that just wasn't allowed, So that was very painful to watch. It was very painful to be a part of that and to witness that, okay? You could feel, I could feel, his mother could feel that pain. When you're one, you can feel all. But time he was taken to the cross, the pain and the awareness was pretty much gone. It was as if he had already left. Okay? He had very little awareness of what was going on around him primarily. He was with the higher power. So when they went to place his hands on the cross and place the nails on them, he really wasn't aware of that. So he didn't experience any more pain, which was wonderful. Yes?
Are you saying that his spirit had left the body?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
And when you say he switched places with someone else, what does that mean?
There are stories that have him switching places with another person.
His spirit or his body?
His physical body.
What's the truth?
That didn't happen. Because, like I said to him, that would be a big request for somebody, huh? So, at the cross, he was in spirit. However, he also was able to come back and be present at certain times.
Mhm.
Okay? It's,
You mean come back into his body and be present, or just be
no,
witness
just be,
to it?
no, just be present. Yeah, not come back into the body. Okay? Um, it's as if, think about it when you're in a dream state and you're able to kind of wake up, okay? And you know what's going on around you. And then you're able to go back to sleep again. Okay? That's kind of how it was. But he had much more awareness than that. Okay? Okay, so he was aware of both people on the sides of him and them talking. He was aware of them. He was aware that we were there at the foot of the cross. Okay? He was aware of what was going on, but he wasn't part of it. Okay? And then you want to know afterwards what happened?
First, I want to know, what is it that he literally said on the cross that is now translated as, Father, why hast thou forsaken me? Something like that.
Okay.
What did he literally say, and what did he mean by it?
He didn't say, Father, why have you forsaken me? He said, Father, why are you forsaking them? Okay? Meaning, why have you left them? Okay? Because there were so many people with so many different emotions going on around him. Some of them were very negative, very hostile. Some of them were very sad, very mourning, okay? And others were elated.
Mhm.
And it was more about, why have you forsaken them? Okay? Does that make sense to you?
Sure.
That sounds like the selfless thing Jesus would say.